Okay, so welcome back to the channel. Today we will try to solve this interesting problem and the data set you might be familiar with. So basically here we have the Titanic data set, right? So I think in terms of understanding the data set, it would be easy for each and everyone, right? So let's have a look at the problem statement. So basically the problem name is make a report showing the number of survivors and non-survivor by passenger class. Okay. And it was asked in Tesla and Google coding interview, and it is a medium category problem, right? And interesting at the same time, right? So the problem is classes are categorized based on the P class value as P class equal to 1, then it is first class, P class equal to 2, then it is second class, P class equal to 3, then it is third class. Output the number of survivors and non-survivors by each class, right? Okay. So if you know the data set, so you might be knowing like Titanic, this here we have like the passenger data who got like the accident which happened like, right? So for that day we have this data Titanic, right? So here we have the passenger ID, survivor ID, basically the survived. So this column contains 0 and 1 value. So basically 1 represent that the passenger got survived in the accident, and the 0 represent that passenger died, right? And the P class basically. So basically for this question we are only interested in these two columns: survived, basically which represent whether or not that particular passenger survived, and P class, basically this represent in which class, basically we have multiple class, right? So in which class that passenger was traveling. So if it is 1, then it is the first class, and if it is 2, then it is second class, and if it is 3, then it's third class, right? So let's have a look at the data. Okay, so before looking at the data, let's have a look at the expected output. Okay, so here if we see, we have 4 columns. One is survived, first class, second class, third class. And in the so basically we have only 2 rows. 0 represent like the how many passenger got died, basically die, and 1 represent how many passenger survived in that accident. Okay, so here the count, these count represent the numbers. Like if we see this one, so by looking at this, I can say 11 passenger from the first class got died. Okay, and 10 passenger from the first class survived, right? So this is how we read the matrix or the pivot table. Okay, so let's have a look at the data first. Okay, so instead of looking at here, let's have a look in the different tab. So if we see here, we have a lot of column, basically the age and the like gender, ticket ID, fare, cabin, embarked, all this. So basically, if we read out the problem statement, we can see we are only interested in these two column, right? Survived column and the P class column, right? So, okay, let's start the solution. So let's filter out the data basically. So we are only interested in these two columns. So what we can do, we can just filter out those two columns: survived comma P class, right? Let's comment out this one. Enter. Okay, so we have these two uh, columns, and let's make CT out of it. Okay, with CT, yes, right? And select star from city, same thing, right? So like if we reduce the number of column which are required for the problem, it helps us to understand the problem easily, right? So we have these two column. Okay, so what next? So as we can see, like we have only 2 rows, and like for each class we need to count, right? So what we can do, we can group by the data based on the survived column, and then we can use the case when statement for finding the counts, right? So let's do that quickly. So we can group by the data based on survived column, survived, right? And we need survived column, right? Survived, and then we can have the case when statement. So we will have three case when, right? Because we need to generate three columns. Okay, so we can have case when p class is 1, then what? 1 else 0, right? And we can just put this in sum, because we just need to sum the value 1 wherever it is, the p class value is 1, and we can name is that uh, what is, yeah, first class, right? So we can just copy paste here, first class. Similarly, we can have the second class also. So case when p class. So I will show you the different method also for solving this problem. Basically, where there we will use the filter and where condition instead of using the case when, right? So we'll see that also. Equal to 2, then it's 1, else 0, and right, and we can wrap this in sum. I can have this as second class, right? And for the third class, let's copy paste this one. So we can just copy this, paste this, and rename. So the third is this one, third class, and here just we need to put 3, right? And I think we are good to go. Let's run this. Okay, so if we see the required and the the output which we got, it's same, right? Let's try submitting this one. Okay, so this got accepted, right? So yeah, this is like quite simple, but it is very famous problem which we get in an interview. So let's try solving the same problem using filter and where, right, instead of case when statement. So let me copy this thing, right? This CT part, copy paste, okay, and let's comment this entire solution, and let's do select star from CT, right? Let's run this. Okay, so instead of select, this is typo. Okay, so here we can see, right, these two columns. And let's do the same thing. So basically we will have to group by the data based on the survived column. And then here we can put survived. And then instead of using the case when statement, what we can use? We can use filter, right? So basically we need, let's filter this. So filter based on where p class p what was the column name? P class, right? So let's put this one. P class is equal to what? P class equal to 1, filter where p class equal to 1, then what is the name? First class, right? First class, right? So what we need to do? So whenever the p class equal to 1, we just need to do what? Count of what? P class, right? So let me show this one only, first class only, then we will go for the other class. Let's see. So if we see, we got the first class, right? And if we try to verify from the expected output, it is same, right? So this is also very handy, right? And let's do for other class also. So this is, if this is value is 2, then it is second class, and if it is 3, then it is third class, right? Let's run this. Okay. Okay, so instead of this we use, right. Okay, yeah, we got the same output, right? And let's try submitting this one also. Okay, so this got accepted. So yeah, I think this was an easy problem, but it is very important problem, right? We know that in interviews we get a lot of question like where we need to apply the aggregation on the case when statement, right? So okay, so for the same problem, right? We have like I have uploaded the PySpark and the Pandas version also, right? There we will be solving the same problem in PySpark and Pandas. So you can check it out from the description section basically. And if you like the content, please do consider liking, subscribing, and sharing the channel. Thank you.